By using branch, you can develop independently without affecting other tasks. Once development is completed independently on a branch, it needs to be merged with another branch. The command that allows you to merge one branch into another is called merge. In this lecture, we will learn about merging. By the end of this lecture, you will understand the types and functionalities of merge commands in Git, and you'll be able to use a merge in two different ways. Let's get started. Merging is the command used to integrate changes from one branch into another. Here, we have a branch called develop. To develop a feature that will be included in the next release, we create a new branch named search. We proceed with developing the search feature within this branch. Once the feature development is complete, we merge the search branch back into the develop branch. Merging branch means taking changes from one branch into another. By merging the search branch into the develop branch, all the work done in the search branch is now reflected in the develop branch. Before performing a merge, it is crucial to check if there are any uncommitted changes in your working directory or staging area. If there are uncommitted changes, you won't be able to proceed with the merge. Attempting to merge while there are uncommitted changes in the working directory or staging area will result in an error. In such cases, you need to either commit the changes or use the command called stash to temporarily set the changes aside. There are two types of merges, fast-forward merge and three-way merge. A fast-forward merge updates the branch pointer to the new commit hash without creating a new commit. A three-way merge creates a new merge commit to represent the merged state. Let's take a close look at how each merge method works. First, let's look at fast-forward merge. A fast-forward merge merges two branches by simply updating the branch pointer to the new commit hash. Here is a commit history. The develop branch points to the C4 commit. Let's assume the next version involves developing a search feature. To develop the search feature, we create a new branch called search based on the C4 commit. Development progresses on the search branch, resulting in commits C5, C6, and C7. Now, the search branch points to the C7 commit. As mentioned earlier, the commit history is linked like a chain using a DAG structure. We also learned that a branch is a 41-byte file containing the commit hash it points to. To merge the search branch into the develop branch, what action is needed to make them merged? Currently, the develop branch does not have commits C5, C6, and C7 from the search branch. We need to make the develop branch include these three commits. To do this, we change the hash that the develop branch points to from C4 to C7. Now, the develop branch points to the C7 commit and it includes commits C5, C6, and C7. This method of merging by only changing the branch's hash is called a fast-forward merge. However, fast-forward merge is not always possible. It can only be done when the branch being merged, in this case, the search branch, includes all the content of the target branch, here the develop branch. This might seem a bit complicated, but simply put, fast-forward merge can only be performed when the two branches are in a straight line in the commit history. This concludes our look at fast-forward merge. When fast-forward merge is not possible, a three-way merge can be used. A three-way merge creates a new commit to combine the states of the two branches. Let's consider a develop branch pointing to commit C2. We create a search branch also pointing to commit C2. Later, we add commits C3 and C4 to the develop branch. Similarly, we add commits C5, C6, and C7 to the search branch. Now, we want to merge the search branch into the develop branch. Can we simply make the develop branch point to C7 as we did with fast-forward merge? If the develop branch points to the C7 commit, the contents of the commits C3 and C4 will not be included in the develop branch. Therefore, changing the branch pointer alone will not be enough for the merge. Instead, we need to create a commit that includes the contents of both C3 and C4 from the develop branch and C5, C6, and C7 from the search branch. Commit C8 is created to merge the two branches. This type of commit is called the merge commit. This merge method is called the three-way merge because it references three commits, the common ancestor of the two branches, in this case, commit C2, and the latest commits of each branch, in this case, commits C4 and C7. This concludes our look at three-way merge. Previously, we looked at situations where merges proceed smoothly. However, when performing merges in Git, there are cases where merges do not proceed smoothly and conflicts occur. Conflicts arise because both branches being merged have made changes to the same location in a file. In such cases, Git cannot determine how to handle the differing contents after the merge. This is where a person needs to review the changes in both branches and resolve the conflicts. We will cover more detail about conflicts in another lecture. For now, just understand that conflicts can occur during merge and need to be resolved before the merge can be completed. Let's practice the merge command in the terminal. Before we proceed with the merge, let's first review the current commit log. We will use the git log command along with the graph all parameter to display the commit history in a graph format. What you're seeing now is the current state of the commit history. We are currently under channels branch, and there are several other branches such as master, playlist, and search. In the theory lecture, we discussed two types of merging, fast-forward merging and three-way merging. We learned that fast-forward merging is possible when the commit history of two branches is in a linear sequence. In our commit history, the branches, channels, and master correspond to this case. Currently, the master branch points to this specific commit. When we merge the channels branch into the master branch, we can easily merge it by simply changing the pointer of the master branch from this commit to the commit pointed to by the channels branch. Let's go ahead and use fast-forward merging to merge the channels branch into the master branch. The command we use to perform a merge is git merge. Now, we are aiming to merge into the master branch, so we will switch it from the current channels branch to the master branch. Now switch it to the master branch. The branch we want to merge from is the channels branch. Therefore, we type git merge followed by channels to specify the branch to merge. By doing this, we can see that the merge was successful using the fast-forward method. Let's check the logs to confirm. By examining the logs, we can see that the master branch is now pointing to the same commits as the channels branch. Because this was a fast-forward merge, no additional merge commit was created. Instead, the head of the master branch simply moved to the new commit. When you use the merge command, if a fast-forward merge is possible, Git will typically use the fast-forward option by default to perform the merge. However, Even in cases where a fast-forward merge is possible, if you want to create a merge commit intentionally, you can specify the appropriate parameter to enforce a three-way merge, which generates a merge commit. Let's take a look at the manual for the merge command to understand this in more detail. If you type git merge help, you will see options like FF and no FF among the parameters. By default, Git uses a fast-forward merge, but if you specify no FF during the merge, it forces the creation of a merge commit, even if a fast-forward merge is possible. For more detailed information, you can refer to the documentation. Let's go back to the commit history. This time, we are going to perform a three-way merge. We'll merge the playlist branch into the channels branch. This merge cannot be done using the fast-forward method because the two branches are not in a linear sequence. So, when we perform the merge, it will be done using the three-way method. Currently, we are on the master branch, so I will switch it to the channels branch where we will carry out the merge. Having switched the branch, let's proceed with the merge from the playlist branch. Copying and pasting the branch name, now we execute the merge command. In the three-way merge, a merge commit will be created and an editor window will pop up asking us to enter a commit message for this merge commit. By default, it includes the message merge branch playlist into channels. If there are no additional messages to add, you can simply press colon followed by WQ to exit the BI editor. If we exit now, we can see the result of the merge performed using the three-way merge technique. Let's take a look at the log. By inspecting the log, we can confirm that the playlist branch has been merged into the channels branch. Additionally, the message we saw earlier in the BI editor is now reflected as the commit message. This indicates that a new commit has been created. When performing a three-way merge like this, a merge commit is generated. Let's perform a three-way merge again. This time, we'll merge the search branch into the channels branch. To ensure that no VI editor opens up during the merge process and that the merge commit message is specified directly in the command, specify the commit message that will be used when the merge commit is created. Since we are merging the search branch, type search after the merge command. As a result, the merge will complete without opening the VI editor successfully. Let's take a look at the log. By examining the log, we can confirm that a commit has been created with the message search branch merged. This commit reflects the state where the search branch has been merged into the channels branch. Let's do it one more time. We'll also merge the subscriptions branch using the three-way merge method. We will use git merge and add a proper commit message. After typing the message, hit enter. There we go. The merge should be complete now. By inspecting the log again, we can see that the subscriptions branch has also been successfully merged into the channels branch. This ensures that all changes from the subscriptions branch have been integrated. Here we have completed practicing the merge command in the terminal. The merge command is one of the most frequently used commands in Git, so I strongly recommend that you practice it thoroughly until you become comfortable with it. Let's practice the merge command in SourceTree. First, let's take the current commit history. As you can see in the left sidebar, there are multiple branches such as channels, master, and playlist. We'll be merging a few of these branches today. We have already discussed that there are two main types of merge strategies, fast-forward merge and three-way merge. We have previously learned that fast-forward merges are only possible when the two branches are in a linear arrangement. If you look at the commit history now, you can see that the master branch and the channels branch are aligned in a linear fashion. Therefore, when we merge the channels branch into the master branch, we can perform a fast-forward merge, which allows us to merge without generating any additional commits. Let's perform a fast-forward merge. We will merge the channels branch into the master branch, so we need to switch branches first. We will switch to the master branch and then merge the channels branch into it. You can perform the merge from the sidebar or the commit history. For example, in the sidebar, the branch to be merged is channels. Right-click on it to bring up the context menu. From the context menu, select the Merge Channels into Master menu item. A confirmation pop-up will appear. Let's click the OK button to proceed. When you click the OK button, you will notice that the master branch has now been merged with the channels branch, resulting in the master branch pointing to the same commit as the channels branch. This indicates that the fast-forward merge is complete. Now, let's perform a merge using the three-way merging method instead of the fast-forward merge. We will be merging into the channels branch, so let's double-click to switch it to the channels branch. First, we will merge the playlist branch into the channels branch. Since the playlist branch and the channels branch are not in a linear sequence in the commit history, we cannot use a fast-forward merge. Instead, we need to create a new commit using the three-way merge. You will merge the playlist branch into the channels branch. As we did before, right-click on playlist in the sidebar and select the merge playlist into channels menu item. This will merge playlist into the channels branch. Click the confirm button to proceed with the merge. After the merge, we will see the uncommitted changes in the commit history. Checking the file status, you can confirm that the merged content has been added to the staging area. Enter merge playlist as the commit message and perform the commit to complete the merge. Now, a merge commit has been created and the content from the playlist branch has been included in the channels branch. Shall we try performing a merge once again? Here, we have the search branch. Let's merge this search branch into the channels branch once again. Similarly, we can only perform this branch merge using the three-way merging method. This time, rather than using the sidebar, we will try merging from within the commit history itself. Right-click on the branch you want to merge and select the merge option. The merge will proceed similarly, but you will notice two checkboxes. The first checkbox asks whether an automatic commit should be created immediately after the merge. Previously, we wrote a commit message and then created the commit manually. This option allows you to skip the step and automatically create the commit during the merge process. Now, the second option is about whether to include the commit messages from the merged commits when creating a merge commit. We will leave this unchecked. When we click the OK button here, you will see that the search branch gets merged into the channels branch like this. See? We can merge the search branch into the channels branch. Let's try this one more time. If we merge the subscription branch and press the confirm button, you will notice that the subscription branch also gets merged into the channels branch. The channels branch now includes the changes from the playlist branch. Here, the search branch has already been merged, and we can also ensure that the subscriptions branch is merged along with the other three branches. Up to this point, we've been practicing the merge command in SourceTree. Let's summarize what we have learned in this lecture. With merge, you can combine two branches. Before performing a merge, the working directory must be in a clean state. If there are changes in the working directory, you need to commit the changes or stash them temporarily before proceeding with the merge. There are two types of merges, fast-forward merge and through-a merge. In fast-forward merge, only the commit hash that the branch is pointing to is changed to merge the two branches. Fast-forward merge can be used when the commit history of two branches is in a linear form. In a through-a merge, a new commit is created to represent the merged state of the two branches. When performing a merge, conflicts may occur if both branches modify the same file at the same location. In this case, conflicts need to be resolved before the merge can proceed. Thank you for your hard work. This concludes our lecture. Through this lecture, you have learned how to freely merge branches using different merge methods. If there's anything you didn't understand from the contents, feel free to ask anytime. I will always be here to help you. See you next time. Goodbye.